Hi, Fatty. So, how does it feel knowing your husband ran off with your own sister? Sorry, he's mine now.
Ugh, say whatever you want. I don't really care about it anymore.
Oh, stop acting so tough. I know you're crying right now. You know what? I think there's something seriously wrong with your brain.
Ha! That's my line.
Seriously though, if you were normal, there's no way you could be so fat and walk around with that nonchalant look on your face. If I were you, I'd be too embarrassed to even step outside. You didn't even realize your husband was cheating on you. James and I have been together for 3 years. 3 years! Not noticing your husband cheating on you for that long is just, wow, beyond dumb. Oh wait, I think I get it now.
What do you mean?
James never loved you, Evelyn. He was always cold to you, so no wonder you didn't even notice when he cheated on you, right? Honestly, I almost feel sorry for you. Almost.
Whatever.
Seriously, you should know your place by now.
My place?
You've already divorced James. You should get out now.
Get out of where?
Our house?
Our house? Do you mean the apartment you've been using as a secret meeting place? I've never set foot in there.
Huh? What are you talking about? Secret meeting place? We never hid our relationship at all. If anything, I'm the real deal and you're just the side chick. James once told me he was embarrassed to have a fat wife like you. He only stayed with you because you're more like a housekeeper than a wife.
I see. But no matter what you say, he was married to me when you were dating him.
No matter what you say, he loves me.
Well, I couldn't care less now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you said, James and I are already divorced. I have nothing to do with him anymore. Honestly, I don't know why you need to contact me like this.
Whatever. Just get out of the house now.
So which house are you even talking about?
The house you've been squatting in since your divorce. I know you still have feelings for him, but you're still clinging to it. But you need to move on. That's not your house anymore.
I have no feelings for that scum. What do you mean it's not my house anymore? Are you guys planning to move into my house?
Stop saying my house. It's me and James's house. I mean, I'm already in front of the house.
What? Oh my god. You're really here.
Of course. What you're doing is trespassing, Evelyn.
I think you are the trespasser.
No, it's not. It's mine and James's house. It's our love nest where James and I will nurture our love as husband and wife. I am James's wife now, not you.
Oh, you're marrying James?
Of course. We're destined to be together. He loves me more than anything. Just look at you. A fatty like you doesn't deserve him. Get out of the house now. Ugh, you're such a loser. You should know your place.
Oh, thank God.
What?
I was going to leave the house anyway, and I'm relieved that you'll take care of the scum.
Then leave the house now. How could you call him scum? You're the scum.
Look who's talking.
Let me tell you something. James is the general manager of a well-known company. You were just a housewife, so maybe you think you've taken care of him and you're getting carried away. But he doesn't need you and doesn't care about an ugly, fat, useless woman like you. You should realize that you're the one who's been dumped like garbage. Like, who do you think you are? You act so tough, but you look so miserable.
So you don't know anything. Just for the record, James isn't even here.
What? Why not?
I don't know. He hasn't been back here since the divorce. I thought he started living with you in the apartment. But I guess not.
James told me he's waiting for me at home and wants me to come over. What do you mean he hasn't come home?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him? Let me remind you, this is my house, not yours. You can't live here.
Well, okay. If James isn't there, then there's no point for me to stay. I'll let you stay at my place until the weekend, but you should leave after that.
How many times do I have to tell you? This is my house.
James, I went to our new house, but your fat ex told me it's her house. What is going on? Can you talk to her and get rid of her from the house? Also, our marriage license has been delivered. We are officially a married couple. Let's celebrate. Hey, James, what's wrong? Can you reply to me? I miss you so much. Hey. Oh my God. I can't believe what I just saw.
You again? Now what?
You told me that James wasn't staying at the house, right? Since then, I haven't been able to reach him. So I went to his office. And guess what? I saw him flirting with some woman there. I waited for him outside until he finished work. But he went out on a date with her and spent the night at her place.
So what? Isn't that what you were doing too?
No, it's not the same.
Oh, I don't think so.
I mean, we're already married.
Oh, you're married to him now.
Yes, I am his wife now. And yet, he's already cheating on me. The woman he's with looks so boring, Asian lady. The complete opposite of me. I think she's trying to manipulate James.
Asian lady? So he didn't end his relationship with her.
You know her?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's dating 6 other women.
What? You're lying.
No, I'm not. Now you understand why I'm calling him a scum, right?
Oh my God. I can't believe I married him.
That's what you wanted, right? Well, good luck. I was so happy to finally get rid of him from my life. It was a tough journey to get a divorce from him. Well, from now on, good luck living as his wife.
I don't want to be. I'm filing for divorce right now.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen.
Why not?
You'll see.
Hey, babe.
James, where are you? I've been trying to call you so many times. Please, be honest, James. Are you cheating on me?
Yeah. What about it?
Are you kidding me? You're such an asshole. Don't you feel sorry?
Why should I feel sorry? Polygamy is normal in some countries, and in this generation, everybody cheats.
It's not right. You're married to me. You can't cheat now.
Oh, come on. You knew I was married, and you went out with me. Now you're telling me I can't do that?
But what we have is true love. It's a different story.
Huh, you're an idiot.
Excuse me? What do you mean?
You married me knowing I'm not a faithful guy, right? You can tell me I can't cheat now.
Of course I can. I'm your lawful wife.
There's no law that says I can't cheat.
Are you serious? You are such an asshole. I wish I never married you. Let's get a divorce.
What? Don't you love me, babe?
I do, but
You told me you loved me until your last breath. Right, babe? I never told you this, but I have some debt. I originally planned for my ex-wife to pay for it. Now she has lawyers and everything, and she's trying to make me pay more than the original debt. Now that you're my wife, could you help me pay off my debt?
what? How?
Don't worry, I have a plan. You know the house me and my ex used to live in?
Yeah? That will be our new house, right?
Actually, we're planning to sell it. So the money will be coming in soon. You can use the money to help pay off my debt.
Why don't you do it? Where will we live after that?
It's all complicated. Only you can help me, babe. I'll find us a new place to start a fresh chapter. Let's build our family there.
Promise?
Promise. Just, give me some time, okay? I promise. If you help me resolve all the issues with my ex-wife, I'll love you forever. I'll end things with my side chicks, too.
Really? But how can I believe you?
If you love me, you'll believe me, babe. Do you love me or not?
I love you.
See, you believe me. After you married me, your family and friends cut ties with you, right? I am the only person who can trust in this world, babe.
You're right, babe.
Can you imagine living without me?
No, I can't live without you.
Just do as I say and everything will be okay. So, can you help me?
Yes, I will do anything for us, babe.
Good. I'll find us a new place far away from my ex. So, can you lend me $5,000? I'll pay it back next month.
Okay. I trust you, James. You mean everything to me. I love you so much.
I'll message you once I find a place.
Evelyn, where's our money? Give me back the money now.
What?
You're such a liar. Why do you have to go this far?
What did I lie to you about?
About the house. The money from the sale belongs to me and James. Give me the money now.
What? It doesn't belong to anyone but me. You and James won't get a penny of it.
What the hell? How could you be so selfish? Selling James's property and taking all the money? It's a crime. You should go to jail.
What are you talking about? The house has always been in my name.
What?
I built the house in my name, and I'm the one who paid for it. It's never been in James's name.
What? Really?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to sell it.
Oh, wait a minute. But James said I'd get the money from selling the house, and then I could pay off his debt. He said he'd leave his side chick and we would start a new life together.
You're an idiot.
Excuse me?
He's the one lying to you.
What?
I had a feeling this would happen when I heard you married James. You really are an idiot. He's just using you.
Oh my God! But James, he's not such a terrible person, you know. I know he loves me. That's why he divorced you and decided to marry me.
I don't think so. Just think about it again.
What should I do now? I lent him $5,000.
You lent him money? Why?
He said he'd return it next month.
You're right. Like he's ever going to return it. I think he planned it all along. When I introduced you to James, I think he knew you'd try to flirt with him. Yes, he married you, but I doubt he loves you.
No, that's not true. You are a liar.
Just wake up to the reality, Anita.
Why didn't you warn me? You didn't tell me anything. You knew that man was an asshole.
What are you talking about? I tried to warn you. I told you he's scum, and I told you it was my house too. But you never listened to me.
Whatever. Then I don't care about the house now.
Oh, really?
I don't have the money anymore. So? Can I live with you? I thought I could move into the new house, so I ended my lease for my apartment. I have nowhere to live starting next month.
I don't care.
Please help me. Where are you living now? I'm coming over there right now.
Why would I have to help you?
Because we're sisters. I know you need my help too. You were living a lavish life when you were with James, right? I know you've been struggling financially since the divorce. You've been a housewife all this time. Finding a stable job won't be easy. That's why you fought so hard to keep the house from him, isn't it? Why don't we help each other through this tough time?
You really don't know anything, do you?
What?
James quit his job 2 years ago and has been unemployed ever since.
What? For 2 years?
That's why I'm the one who bought the house, and I've been the one paying for everything. On top of that, James withdrew most of the money from our family account before the divorce.
What? No way.
And you married that scum. I think both of you are perfect for each other. There's no way I'm helping you.
Please. We're sisters.
I don't even want to consider you my sister anymore.
But please. Don't you feel bad for me? I'm so miserable right now.
I don't feel sorry for you. Well, good luck with your life then.
Wait a minute. I have no place to live and no money. Help me, please.
I hired a PI to find James. Turns out, he'd flown to Alaska with his girlfriend using my money. With a lawyer's help, I made him pay every cent of the debt he tried to pin on me. As a final gesture for my sister, I told Anita where I found James. She managed to get to Alaska and confront James and his girlfriend. The shocking part? Anita was pregnant with James. James was surprised but happy to become a father and promised not to cheat again. It was a relief to see James finally taking responsibility. With Anita's pregnancy, it seemed he was finally growing up. As for me, I was happy to start fresh in a new town, enjoying the peace and tranquility of my stress-free life.
Tracy, you got a minute? Sure, what's the matter? Tomorrow is our wedding day, so I'm taking it easy at home today. I just have to do a final check of the luggage I'm bringing tomorrow. Actually, it's hard to say this, but Mom suddenly started saying something that's so confusing. What's so confusing? Today, on the day before the wedding, she said, "Cancel the wedding. I've been totally cheated." What? Cancel? The other day, when she took me out to dinner, she told me she was really looking forward to the wedding. I haven't seen her since then, so I don't remember doing anything to make her dislike me. What do you mean she was cheated? That's what I don't understand either. Mom was in no condition to talk to me. I asked her to explain what happened, but she just said, "You're being deceived too. Call off the wedding right now." She wouldn't even listen to me. I don't know what's going on. Mom had some kind of thick file with her. Maybe that had something to do with it. She's about to go wild and unpredictable, you know. So I got my dad and my brother to help me, and we shoved Mom in the back room for now, We're ready to catch her if she tries to run away. She's yelling something even now. I can't hear what she's saying, though.
I can't believe this. She's such a kind woman.
She's always been like this. She's usually very kind, but once she gets mad, she's unmanageable. Especially when it comes to me and my brother. She still hasn't let go of her children. But I don't think I've ever seen her this bad before. I'm going to wait for my mom to calm down. Meanwhile, I'm going to talk to my dad and my brother and see what we can do about tomorrow. I'll get back to you. I hope everything will be fine tomorrow and we can all be at the wedding as a family. But since it's in this state, maybe I may not be able to make it in time. In that case, I need you to go ahead and get ready. I'll explain the situation to the wedding hall as well.
Okay.
I'm really sorry for this mess on the day before the wedding.
It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. If there's any progress, please call me right away.
Yeah, I'll call you as soon as I can. You totally had me fooled. I'll never forgive you.
Karen, I was going to call you myself. What do you mean I fooled you? I just got a call from Frank too. I heard that you said the wedding is canceled. What the hell is going on? Did I do something wrong? If there is something you don't like about me, please tell me clearly. I will do my best to correct it. Canceling the wedding the day before is just too much.
Even if you tried, you can't fix it. You can't change the past, you know.
What? The past? What the hell is wrong with my past?
It's not about you. It's your family.
What? My parents?
Yes, you almost had me fooled. I asked you about your parents' educational background when we first met. Then, Frank said, "Don't ask such a rude question," and he went off on a tangent. I've been curious about it for a long time. I couldn't help but be curious, so I hired a detective to check it out. I couldn't believe that they're both high school dropouts. It's a scam. I was about to be totally fooled.
A detective? Why would you do that? Besides, I have no intention of deceiving you at all. I had never hidden the fact that my parents were high school dropouts. I would tell that to people who ask me. Karen, are you telling me to cancel the wedding just because my parents are high school dropouts?
That's right. There is absolutely no way my son is marrying a woman whose parents are high school dropouts.
No way.
Listen, my husband and I graduated from the same national university. We provided gifted education to Frank and our younger son. As a result, Frank graduated from the same university as his parents, and our younger son graduated from a famous private university. Our relatives are all elites who graduated from famous universities. So there is absolutely no way that I would let you people taint the blood of my family.
Karen, you're out of line. It's true that my parents are high school dropouts, but they are working hard. They raised me without any problems. They even allowed me to go to cram school and take various lessons. And I graduated from the same university as Frank.
That's a lie. There's no way your parents, who are high school dropouts, could afford to send you to cram school. Unless, of course, if they borrowed money, they might send you to cram school.
They didn't have any debt. It's true that when I was still young, we didn't have a lot of money. There were times when we had a hard time. But ever since I can remember, I have never experienced hardship or felt miserable. I thought about getting a part-time job to pay for half of my university expenses, but my parents paid the full amount for me. They said that while I was still a student, I should rely on my parents as much as I can. They told me to do what I can only do while I'm a student. I don't mind if you say bad things about me, but I can't tolerate someone talking badly about my parents, even if that's you, Karen.
Shut up. You're a cheater. What? A cheater? How dare you call me like that? Because your parents are high school dropouts. That's nothing but a scam. I don't even want to breathe the same air as a lower-class cheater like you. So cancel the wedding. What I say is absolute. Frank, how's the situation? It's been less than an hour, so there's no progress. Mom became quiet, but she hasn't responded to any of our questions. I think she's harassing us. When we tried to enter the room, it was locked from the inside. We think she'll come out when she gets hungry. Karen texted me, and we've been texting back and forth. What? She texted you? Are you okay? What did she say? She said a lot of things to me, but if you ask me if I'm okay or not, I'm not okay at all. To make a long story short, she thinks it's a scam that my parents are high school dropouts. She told me she wouldn't approve of me marrying you because I'm a cheater. What? A cheater? I can't forgive her for calling you like that. She really said a lot of things about me. I can put up with it if it's about me, but to be told so much about my parents? That's unforgivable. Tracy, I'm really sorry. Don't tell me you're fed up with me and want to cancel the wedding. That's not going to happen. To be honest, I'm really pissed off, but it's not your fault. I'm going to end this by tomorrow, I promise. Can you send me a screenshot of the text you and Mom exchanged earlier? Sure, I don't mind. I'll talk to Mom. Can I show it to my dad and my brother too? If you don't want me to do that, I won't. I don't mind. Can I show it to my parents too? Yes, it's fine. My mom might not be at the wedding tomorrow, so I think it's better if you let your parents know now. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks. Send me the screenshot and I'll get back to you. Tracy, thanks for sending me the screenshot. Mom is a real asshole. I'm really disappointed in her for going that far with you. My dad and my brother also said they won't forgive Mom. I tried to talk to Mom, but she just won't talk or won't even answer. So the three of us talked it over and decided not to let Mom attend the wedding. If she pretends to be sorry and says she's going to attend the wedding, I don't know how she'll behave at the wedding. That's fine with me, but are you sure you're okay with that? Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm really looking forward to our wedding. I wouldn't want my mom to ruin it. Besides, I can't forgive her for what she had done. Your parents are amazing people, and yet Mom said so badly about them. It's the worst thing a person can do to belittle others. If you're that determined, then let's do it. You showed the screenshot to your parents too, right? How did they react? I think they had every right to be angry. Well, they were surprised, but they were calm. When I told her that only Karen was saying such things, and that you and your father were also angry at Karen, my parents said, in that case, we're still in favor of your marriage, and we're planning to attend the wedding tomorrow. They said I didn't need to worry about that. I'm so glad. But I'm sure Karen won't keep quiet. I wonder if she'll be okay. We'll take care of it. You can trust us. Yeah, okay. Hey, I've been trying to reach you. Don't tell me you had a wedding without me. The wedding went well. It was a really nice ceremony. Karen, why do you keep contacting me? Because when I call Frank or my husband, they don't even answer my calls. They're not even reading my texts. So I've decided to barge into the wedding hall. I was going to make a mess of things, but I can't get out of my room. They just left me food. I will never forgive them for locking me in here. I can't do anything about that. It's your family's problem. But if they hadn't locked you up, You were going to barge into our wedding and mess it up, weren't you? Then I think they had done the right thing by locking you in there. Don't be cheeky. Frank is a very sweet boy. I can't believe he would do something like this. You must have seduced him. I didn't say anything. Do you know who decided not to invite you to the wedding? It was Frank, his brother, and your husband. No way. I didn't think you would have a wedding without me. Please don't think that everything will go your way. I didn't want to worry people around me. So we've decided that you won't be attending because you're not feeling well. So the wedding proceeded smoothly. Oh no, it wasn't supposed to be like this. I showed Frank the texts you'd sent me, and of course I showed them to my parents too. My parents were beyond angry. They were stunned. But they said they would not object to our wedding. They always say that Frank is a really wonderful man. So what? I don't need any opinion from high school dropouts and a cheater. I told you not to speak ill of my parents. What the hell? I'm just telling the truth. I'm giving you one last chance. Huh? What do you mean one last chance? From now on, you will never make fun of or verbally abuse my parents again. I'll forgive you if you promise to apologize to my parents for everything you've done. Huh? You're so stupid. What do you mean you'll forgive me? I was just telling the truth. I didn't do anything wrong, so why do I need to apologize? I don't want you to forgive me, not one bit. Okay, I understand how you feel. My parents are beside me right now. They're saying, if that's the way you're going to be, we're not going to get along either. They're also saying they'll stop doing business with your company. What? Business? What are you talking about? My parents' company is a major business partner of the company you work for. Have you ever heard of K Corporation? K Corporation. If they stop doing business with us, our company will go out of business. Your parents own a company and the company is K Corporation? That can't be true. They're high school dropouts, and they should be at the bottom rung of society. You don't have to believe me. Anyway, I'm done talking. Now if you'll excuse me. Tracy, I was wrong. I didn't think that your parents were really the owners of K Corporation. I'll never make fun of you again, so please forgive me. I won't forgive you. I told you the other day that that was your last chance, didn't I? It's too late now. Oh no. My boss called me yesterday. He said, our company may go bankrupt because of you. The president of K Corporation said, what kind of company has an employee who repeatedly harasses people? The president also said he doesn't want to have a relationship with us in the future, and they want to cease doing business with us. What are you going to do about it? If that happens, I'm going to hold you accountable. He told me that. Why didn't you tell me first? If I had known that your parents owned K Corporation, I would have gotten along with you guys better. Because my parents didn't like that sort of thing. What? If you knew that my parents owned K Corporation, they were sure you'd be very concerned about it. My parents wanted to be on equal footing with you and wanted to get along with you. So they asked me to keep my mouth shut for the time being. My parents are very broad-minded people, and yet you kept making fun of them. I didn't make fun of them. You're saying you didn't? How can you say that after such a verbal abuse? And I can't believe that you work for K Corporation. I had no idea. You're the president's daughter. You didn't listen to anything I said, did you, Karen? What? I didn't tell you that my parents own K Corporation, but I did tell you that I work for the company my parents own. If you had listened to me, you wouldn't have made fun of my parents so much. In other words, you got what you deserved. Oh, no. Hey, you're the president's daughter, so your opinion would count. Can you please tell your parents to forgive me? Tell them not to cease doing business with us. I won't do that. Why not? I'm begging you so much. Karen, you're not sorry at all. If you really feel bad, shouldn't you apologize to my parents in person? Well, I'm sure you'll be turned away by the receptionist. Oh, no. Besides, even though I'm the president's daughter, I'm still an employee of K Corporation. I don't have the right to interfere with what the management decides, and I don't even want to do that. Please, you're the only person I can ask. I think you have misunderstood me. There is no reason for me to help you. I never forgave you for making fun of my parents. I apologize. I'll do anything for you. So please, forgive me. I don't want you to do anything for me. It's too late to apologize now. Can we end now? If you persist any longer, I'll show these texts to my parents, and I'll ask them to report it to the president of your company. I don't think you should make your position any worse. Please, don't do that. It wasn't supposed to be like this. My parents didn't really want to stop doing business just because of what Karen had done. In the end, they decided to continue the transaction. However, they did make a condition that Karen is not to have anything to do with K Corporation. As a result, Karen was transferred to a branch in the countryside. That was the reason why her husband divorced her. Her husband had been fed up with Karen's selfishness for a long time. The incident related to my wedding made him make up his mind. Frank also said that he will keep his distance from his mother for a while. He says he receives texts from his mother every day, but he doesn't reply to them. According to what was written on those texts, Karen resigned voluntarily because she couldn't stand to live in the countryside. Since she is quite old and has an eccentric personality, she has not been able to find a new job and has been working part-time from job to job. She probably doesn't get along with her fellow part-timers and quits right away. She has almost no savings, so I'm sure she will have a hard time. But that's none of my business. I think she's been punished for making fun of my parents so much.
Hi, Emily. It's been 3 years. I went to Mom and Dad's place, but someone else answered the door. Did you guys move out? Tell me where you three live now. Huh? Ruth? How dare you after what you did to me? What? Am I not welcomed? Of course not. What? Why? It's been 3 years since you eloped with my ex Isaac. We didn't hear anything from you guys. How could you casually drop me a line? Well, Isaac and I broke up already. What? Broke up? I realized that there were limits to eloping. Eloping means throwing away everything you have built up in your life. In other words, Isaac had to leave his work. If you think about it, Isaac was unemployed. His job search in the new town didn't go well at all. And when he finally got a job, it was at a small company that paid only mediocre wages. We did not have so much money in savings, and it was hard to go back to our hometown. By the time a year had passed, we felt like we had no choice but to live together. We ended up staying together for a little more than 3 years, but we finally decided to break up, and I was released. Wow, but that doesn't mean you could return to Mom and Dad's. What? I'm sure they will be happy to have their daughter back home for the first time in 3 years. They said they didn't want to talk to you, who would elope with her sister's fiancé. That's mean. You're the one who did terrible things to me. I see you've even visited home. One of the reasons we moved out was to cut ties with you. Tell me your new address, please. We don't want to see you again. I wouldn't tell you. Then why did you keep my number? If you didn't want to talk to me, you could have blocked my number. Yeah, that's right. Now that I've made that declaration, I can finally block you. What? I've been waiting for this day. You're officially disowned. So, Emily, goodbye. Emily, I changed my number. What? Ruth? That's right. It's terrible of you to block your little sister. I have so many questions I want to ask you. I told you we're not talking anymore. No matter how many times you change your number, it doesn't change the fact that you are disowned. I'm blocking you now. Wait a minute. I found out where you live. What? You live in a really nice place, don't you? I'll live there for you as an apology for blocking me. What are you talking about? I understand you found my address, but you can't live here. Why not? This place is rented under my boyfriend's name. Ha. You're slow as always. What I'm trying to say is, I am with your boyfriend now, so I'm moving in with him. That's what I'm saying. Huh? Oh, that's right. Isaac wanted to get back together with you. I'll give Isaac back to you, so we're all good again. Now everything is settled, and we're all happy. Good. There's no way I'll ever get back together with Isaac. If he shows up, I'll turn him in to his parents. They pay the compensation. Oh my God, that's so scary. Besides, my boyfriend is the one who accepted me after knowing everything about my past. There's no way he would betray and cheat on me with you, the root of all evil. Huh? So you're saying that I'm too attractive for him. He knows everything, but he still wants me. I'm sorry I stole another man from you. I'm such a sinful woman. He's sitting next to me right now. What? He says he doesn't know you. He had never met you. He doesn't know your number. Huh? Emily, you can't lie to me. Keep your joke to yourself. How can you be so sure it's a lie? Because he's right next to me. I think he is not who you think he is. That can't be true. Then tell me the name of that person. Are you stupid to make me say that? Are you the one who doesn't realize you're not getting anywhere? Don't worry, you're the only one who thinks so. Just say it. I'll leave tomorrow, depending on your answer. You will if I tell you? If he is really cheating on me. You know, his name is David. David? Yes, now that I've said it, you need to leave. Goodbye. Hey, Emily, what's going on? I know your celebrity life in the condo is great and you don't want to leave, but you promised me you'll leave. You should at least spell leave correctly. Huh? Are you stupid? Shut up. That doesn't matter. Just get out of the condo. I'm going to live with David on the top floor. I'm so ready to move in. I can't move in if you're still there. My boyfriend's name is not David, so I would not leave. Huh? What's that? Stop being difficult. You can't fool me, Emily. You are so obvious. Let me ask you something. Where is this condo you're after? Huh? Why are you asking me that? You're not very smart, are you? It's the River City condo near River Station, right? Room 5001 on the top floor. I knew what you were going to say. Am I right? You live there with David, so there's no way you could be wrong. I asked around about you and your address. I'm sure of it. I see. You used all your connections to find out. Amazing, isn't it? I came here one day and snuck in among the residents. They found out you were living with a rich, handsome guy, David. Of course, I'd want a place like that, right? I guess the old information is what caused this misunderstanding. I see. What? What do you mean, misunderstanding? You see, we sold that room 6 months ago. You sold it? It was my boyfriend's condo. He had to relocate for his new job. Fortunately, my work has a branch office there, and we were planning to get married anyways. So, we found a nice condo in the area where we were going to move. We sold the room in River City condo and bought a new one here. And we're still living together. Well, what about David? He must be the new resident. Oh, really? I was surprised. But I don't care. David is still mine. Once again, I have to make a plan to kick out his girlfriend. I don't think you can do that. She's the owner of room 5001. Huh? So it's David who will be evicted from the condo. By the way, David's work went bankrupt. He's currently unemployed and looking for a job. Unemployed? Is that true? Are you joking again? The truth will come out soon. Soon? David's girlfriend, well, his fiancée, Erica, owns her business. I knew Erica through work and I've met David too. What? To be honest, you're an embarrassment to my family, and I didn't want anything to do with you. I told David's fiancée about your relationship with David. What? What are you doing? Of course, it's the best way to stop your selfish behavior. There's also the compensation that you haven't paid me yet. Huh? Also, David's fiancée is monitoring David's GPS now. What? I heard he has been at your apartment since last night. What? They know everything about you guys. Reported me? You may want to be careful. After this, Erica went to Ruth's apartment. What a surprise! David's parents accompanied her. Ruth and David were caught and yelled at all night long. My parents, who now live in a senior apartment, told Erica that Ruth would take all the responsibility. Later, Ruth ran away to her ex, Isaac. But she was captured despite her effort. I also informed Isaac's parents where he is. And so Ruth was captured again. She works for Erica's subcontractor with a minimum wage, spending most of her salary on compensation.
Hey, are you still not over with my brother? Seriously, get it done already. I'm telling you, my precious brother isn't right for you. Why don't you listen to me? On top of that, planning to get married in Hawaii? Absolutely not happening. Cancel that right now. Got it?
Ugh, it's you again. Seriously, enough already. You said your name is Reese, right? I've told you before my fiancé doesn't have a sister. He only has an older brother.
And I've told you to stop with a ridiculous lie, haven't I?
Telling us to break up out of the blue is beyond rude in the first place. I don't even know you. Anyway, you must have the wrong person.
I'm absolutely certain that's not the case.
Then, can you tell me the name of your brother? Prove that you're right.
Geez, you're giving me an order? Who do you think you are? Your attitude toward your soon-to-be sister-in-law is just unacceptable. You're definitely not suitable for him. I'll never accept you. I'll never let him marry you.
Whatever. I'm just asking for his name. Don't try to change the subject.
You're the one changing the subject. I've seen your face, and Honestly, you're far from pretty. Definitely not good enough for him.
Where did you see my face?
That doesn't matter, you ugly betrayer. I'll never allow you to marry my beloved brother. You ugly thing, betraying my brother.
Betray him? What are you talking about? I love my fiancé and I haven't betrayed anyone. I can assure you of that.
You're not just ugly, you're a liar too. You know exactly what I'm talking about without me having to say it. Get lost from his life, you betrayer. But make sure to pay up for the emotional distress you've caused. You've done enough to deserve that. Got it?
I don't get it at all.
Gosh, this is pointless. Anyway, I'll never accept your marriage to my brother.
Honey, have you arrived yet? You said you were going back to see your parents, right? I have something to talk to you about.
Oh, I got here about half an hour ago and just finished eating dinner. What's up? Why so serious?
Remember that weird message from someone claiming to be your sister?
Oh yeah, I do. She's crazy and telling you to break up with me, right? What about it?
She messaged me again just now.
Oh no, again?
She even knew about us planning to have the wedding in Hawaii.
Seriously? So it's not just a case of mistaken identity. What did she say this time?
Same as before. She said her precious brother isn't suitable for me, calling me ugly and accusing me of betraying you, and telling me to cancel the wedding.
Why would she say such things? Was her name Reese? Since last time I've been racking my brain, thinking maybe I just forgot someone I knew, but I can't remember anyone by that name. Even if I did know someone, it'd be crazy for her to say those things to you. It's just so creepy. But if she was close to me, she wouldn't claim I have a sister, right? My sibling is only my brother.
I told her that, but she accused me of lying.
I don't get it at all. Are you okay, honey? If she says we're siblings, she should contact me, you know? I wonder why she doesn't and keeps bombarding you with messages.
That's definitely strange too. Maybe she doesn't know your number.
That could be it. But then, how does she get your number? Claiming I'm her brother when I'm not? Knowing we're planning a wedding in Hawaii? But not knowing how to reach me. It's all getting confusing. What's she accusing you of betraying me for?
I asked, but she won't tell me. She just said I knew exactly what she was talking about without her needing to tell me. I also asked to tell me her brother's name, but she kept avoiding my question and sticking to her own story.
Jeez.
She says she'll never accept our marriage. Do you think she'd actually try to sabotage our wedding?
If we were having it here, I'd be a bit worried, but since it's in Hawaii, hopefully not.
I hope not.
She may know it's in Hawaii, but I don't think she knows the date or the venue.
I guess not.
Still, it doesn't hurt to be cautious. I'll tell the venue about this just in case. If they encounter someone unfamiliar, they'll let us know immediately. Especially if someone named Reese shows up or tries to contact us, I'll have them kick her out right away.
Thanks. That's reassuring. Ow! It's hot. Wait, what? It smells like chocolate. Oh my god. Is that hot chocolate? Hey, you! What the heck do you think you're doing throwing hot chocolate at me?
I told you I'd never accept your marriage to my brother, right? Yet here you are in Hawaii. Seriously unbelievable. You, the ugly betrayer, marrying my beloved brother. That's never gonna fly. Soaked in chocolate serves you right. Now, you can't go ahead with the wedding.
Are you Reese? Hey, don't run away. What about this dress? Hey, Reese, wait up. Honey, I don't know what to do.
What's wrong? You're just getting ready, right?
Yeah, I finished everything a bit ago and was just looking for my mom when suddenly someone threw hot chocolate all over me. The dress is a sticky mess now.
What? Are you okay? Did you get burned?
Yeah, I freaked out when it happened, but luckily it wasn't scalding hot, so I'm not hurt.
Thank goodness. I thought my heart was gonna stop. What a mess, though. The ceremony is supposed to start in a couple of hours. With a dress covered in chocolate, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm heading over there right now.
Thanks, but aren't you getting ready as well? The makeup artist is with me, so you should get yourself ready as planned.
Got it. By the way, who threw it at you?
She didn't give a name, but I'm pretty sure it was Reese.
What? Are you serious? Did she really follow us all the way here?
I think so. She was like, I told you I'd never accept your marriage.
Where's she now?
She ran off. Just like on the chat, she does whatever she wants, says her piece, and doesn't respond to me.
Maybe she's still around here somewhere. I'll contact the manager of the venue right away.
Yeah, do that.
Sure, but until I contact you, don't roam around, okay? We can't be sure she won't try to approach you again.
Got it. Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
What are you talking about? This isn't your fault at all. Don't shoulder it alone, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Things might change from the original plan, but we came all the way to Hawaii. We're definitely having the wedding, okay? You should ask the wedding planner if there's any way to replace the dress.
Will do.
Okay, talk later.
Hey, stop ignoring me. I've been messaging you.
Whose fault is that? You're the one who suddenly threw hot chocolate at me. Now everything's a mess. What the heck are you thinking?
Don't you get it? Are you dumb? I'm obviously trying to ruin the wedding, you know? Covering a white dress in chocolate. That's hilarious. With the dress ruined, the wedding's definitely off, right? My sympathies. You're betraying my beloved brother, you ugly piece of work. I'll never let you marry him.
How many times do I need to tell you? My fiancé has no sister. Why would you go this far? If you really claim to be his sister, why not just contact him directly? You're lying, aren't you?
I'm not. There seems to be a misunderstanding, and now I'm blocked. Even if I wanted to contact him, I can't.
Whatever you say. I checked with my fiancé to see if he knows you, but he said he doesn't know anyone by the name of Reese. More importantly, he clearly said he does not have a sister.
Why would he lie like that? He must still be mad at me.
I'm telling you, it's not a lie. Did you do something to make your brother angry?
No, it's just a little misunderstanding.
Then, let me change my question. How did you find out about me?
I hired a private investigator.
A private investigator? I get it if it's for a cheating case, but for your brother?
Yeah, what's the big deal? I heard rumors that he was getting married and got curious. I don't have his contact or where he is right now, so I had no choice.
So what did the investigation reveal? That he's marrying me?
They said he was engaged to a woman named Fiona Barrow and gave me an address. You live at Sunset Palm Apartments number 203, right?
Well, I am Fiona Barrow and that's where I live, but... Oh, by the way, you've been saying I've been betraying him. What do you mean by that?
You're cheating on him with another guy. It's outrageous.
I'm not cheating. You saw a picture of me with someone else, right? Show it to me. Maybe I can recognize who it is.
Recognize? It's obviously your other guy, isn't it? Fine, I'll send it to you. Then there's no escaping it.
This guy is going to be my husband.
No way. Don't lie. You're supposed to marry my brother, right?
Is that private investigator of yours reliable? Without a doubt, this is my fiancé. You're still nearby, right? Why don't you come back here and confirm it with your own eyes?
No. Is it really him you're marrying? So you're not cheating and you're not even my brother's bride?
Nope. I don't even know who your brother is to begin with.
But I showed a picture of him to the investigator, and I asked him to find his fiancée. This is my brother. You seriously don't know him?
Never met him. Is that private investigator legit? The information is all wrong. How much did you pay?
$5,000.
You probably got scammed. It must be a fraudster. He likely bought a list somewhere and just randomly picked a woman's name and address. And it happened to be me, you know? If there was no photo, you'd be suspicious. So he just came to take a photo when I happened to come out of the apartment with my fiancé. It's logical since we live together. Well, it's just speculation, but my gut feeling is usually right.
Oh no.
I still have more questions, but I'll contact you later since there's a wedding. Okay then.
But did I really come all the way to Hawaii for the wrong person? What should I do?
I heard from Reese. Turns out it was a total case of mistaken identity. So there won't be any more disruptions to the wedding.
Mistake? But how?
There are still things I do and don't know. But right now the wedding takes priority and I figure I can sort things out later.
Yeah, you're right. I explained the situation to the manager, and she said delaying the ceremony a bit is okay. Did you find another dress?
Yeah, my wedding planner got in touch with a couple of dress rental services. They just brought some here. She understands the situation. We can pay later. Once we find Reese, we'll bill her.
That's a relief.
I'm actually in the middle of picking out a dress right now. Found one that's absolutely gorgeous. I think I love it more than the one I was supposed to wear.
Oh, that's great. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thanks. I'll head over as soon as I'm done with fittings.
Cool. I'll be waiting.
You put me through hell, but I managed to have the wedding.
I'm glad. I'm really sorry. I seem to have mistaken you for someone else. Can you forgive me?
More importantly, there's something I want to ask. I understand that you made a mistake about who I am, but you knew that I was getting married in Hawaii. Not only that, you showed up at the venue. How did you find out? Also, my phone number?
I followed you around a few times.
What? You followed me?
You see, I thought you were cheating on my beloved brother, who's engaged to you. I saw you alone in a coffee shop one day. You accidentally left your phone on the table when you got up to get something. I thought it was a chance to sneak a peek and get your phone number. By chance, the invitation was open on the screen at that time.
Oh yeah, come to think of it, I remember working on the invitation design at a cafe.
I was determined not to let my brother marry you. I had to protect him. So I contacted you, but no matter what I said, it didn't seem to work on you. I thought I had to come to Hawaii and ruin the wedding.
You see, what you did is a crime, you know. Stalking me, waiting for me to leave my seat, then snooping on my phone without permission. On top of that, throwing hot chocolate at me while I was wearing a wedding dress. Unbelievable, right?
I'm sorry.
I'm filing a police report and will speak to my lawyer once I'm back home.
What? Please, no. Please, spare me. I was just desperate to protect my brother.
I've been curious about something for a while. Is it normal to go to such lengths for your brother? Especially when you haven't even seen him for a while? You don't even know his contact information or where he lives. Isn't that strange?
Well...
Is he really your brother?
Yes, he is. I love him.
Huh?
You can't help who you fall for, you know? A few years ago, he brought his fiancée home. I absolutely hated the idea of him getting married. So I got close to his fiancée and harassed her a lot. And then she ended up mentally unstable. The engagement was called off. I succeeded in breaking them apart, but at the same time, he cut ties with me. And not just him, but my parents too. That's not all. He issued a restraining order against me. He even moved, and I don't know where he is or what he's doing now. But just knowing that he was getting married, I couldn't sit still.
I see. So you were really concerned and hired a private investigator. Now I got it, but I don't have any sympathy for you.
Why not?
Because as siblings, shouldn't you put aside your own feelings and wish for his happiness? Isn't that true love? Well, it has nothing to do with me anyway. As a stranger, I was subjected to stalking-like behavior and had hot chocolate thrown on my dress. That fact remains. I'll file a police report and demand compensation for the dress. Since it was made to order, it cost almost $10,000, you know. And on top of that, the rental fee was about $2,000. Plus, I'll also ask for emotional damages.
That much? There's no way I have that kind of money. I'm completely broke after hiring a private investigator and coming all the way to Hawaii.
It's because you didn't do your research properly before hiring someone. You'll have to borrow from someone or find a way to pay.
I just told you that even my parents cut ties with me. Nobody's gonna lend me that much money. I don't have any friends either.
Well, that's no surprise with your personality. Since you're the one who caused all this, you'll have to figure out a way to pay, even if it means borrowing money. I'll make sure you pay up, no matter what. Trying to run away won't work, you know. My friend is a lawyer, so I'll make sure of that.
It wasn't supposed to turn out like this.
After returning home, I filed a police report, spoke to a lawyer, and demanded compensation and damages from her. Maybe the word lawyer got to her, because she somehow managed to borrow money from somewhere and paid everything in one go. Claiming to have a lawyer friend was just a bluff, but considering all the troubles she caused, I guess it's okay to tell a little lie like that, right? The police contacted her brother and parents just to be sure. They were pretty angry, but glad they no longer had anything to do with her. They said they had no plan to reconcile with her. Being cut off from her brother and parents, having no friends, and only debt left, it looks like she's in for a tough life ahead. As for me, despite all the drama, I managed to have a successful wedding, with blessings from everyone around me. I'm truly happy. Knowing she knows where we live creeps me out, so we're planning to move to a bigger and nicer place soon. We're enjoying looking for a new home together.
Emily, isn't it awful? Hey, Emily! Lauren, you've contacted me for the first time in a few years. What's up to you all of a sudden? I heard you got married. Oh, yes, I did. What about it? I wasn't invited to your wedding. Our wedding is in a few days. Oh, so your wedding is really gonna be in Okinawa. Then you invite me, right? I'm sure you're gonna pay for the transportation, aren't you? It's my first time in Okinawa. I'm so excited. Wait, I'm not inviting anyone to our wedding. What? It's just for the two of us, and that's also gonna be our honeymoon, so nobody's been invited. What? That's crazy. How come? I heard that your husband is a really cool guy. He must be rich and handsome. No, he's just a normal white-collar worker who gets an average income. I don't understand that you're not introducing your cool husband to me. You should share him with me. We don't share husband. He's mine. It's not fair, Emily. There are some reasons for us not inviting people to a wedding. I don't even invite my parents, so please understand us. But it's not fair. I'm not going to invite anyone to the wedding no matter what you say. Dang it. Bye, Lauren. It's unfair. He must be a very rich and handsome guy that you even want to hide him from a childhood friend. I'm so jealous. It's unfair that Emily is the only one being happy. I'm going to find out Emily's husband for sure. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Emily. Just arrived at A station. You're early. I took a cab because I had a lot of luggage and I arrived too early. I see. I'm still on the train, but I'll be there 5 minutes before the meeting time. Yeah, I'm killing time, so don't worry about it. By the way, is your brother-in-law doing all right? He's probably fine, I guess. I think I did a great job lying to him. I just told him we'll be in Okinawa, so I don't think he'll be able to chase us to the small islands. That's true. How about you? About what? You know, that annoying childhood friend who'd never listened to you and got all excited by making me out to be a rich, handsome, hot guy. Oh, you're talking about Lauren. She hasn't texted me since then, so I'm sure she's fine. I've only told her I will be in Okinawa like how you told to your brother. Also, I didn't tell her our plan. Then it's gonna be alright. That's right. Hope everything goes well. Emily, I actually have all the information about your wedding and honeymoon in Okinawa. You must have been forgot about me because I never texted you. Haha. Lauren? I'm in Naha, Okinawa. What? Hey, aren't you confused? Why? Haha. I took over your honeymoon trip. I got your husband. What? Don't tell me you followed me to Okinawa. I did it. I thoroughly researched about your handsome husband you wanted to hide from me, and I found out the departure date of the honeymoon. And I chased you to Okinawa. You're stalking me. Hey, I bet your husband had been MIA since last night. What are you talking about? Because he's been with me since last night. What? The reason your husband is missing is so he can have sex with me. What are you talking about? At first, I was not going to take him away from you, but when I saw your handsome husband, from the moment I fell in love with him, my love to him was unstoppable. We shared the same feeling and we got together at the hotel where he was staying. Okay. I'm not interested in your tacky jokes, so don't mind me. Huh? My husband is right next to me. What? I'm heading to a wedding. See you later. What the hell? I know you're upset that you lost your husband, but that's such a lame joke. You can't do the wedding by yourself. Who's going to believe you? I mean, we just signed our marriage license. Emily, you were telling him as your husband, but you hadn't applied to marriage license yet. For me, it's like thank you for making it easy. When I go back to my hometown, I'm going to go to the city office to get it done. I can't believe I just took your husband, but I fell in love with him and we made love that one night. So there's no choice. I'll share my happiness to you, Emily, so please forgive me. Emily, we just came back to our hometown and submitted our marriage license. Are you still in Okinawa? Well, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to see his mother. I know I should meet their parents before getting married, but we have to tell them anyway, so... Oh, my dear hubby's calling me. See you. What's this? Was that harassing fantasy story still going on? You know, Lauren, my husband and I are still in Okinawa. We're not even on the mainland, we're on a honeymoon on a remote island that need to take a ferry to go to. I don't know what you're thinking, but your harassment hasn't damaged us at all. You're just annoying us. Bye. Emily, I'll give him back to you. I don't mind paying alimony, just let me divorce. What's going on here? I've been introduced to his mother and we got married, but what's wrong with that mother and son? They suddenly made me live with them, and from the very beginning they started bullying me. I thought his father doesn't care about me, but he stares at me like sexually harassing me. Oh? I don't care how handsome your husband is, but I don't want my in-laws to be like this. It's disgusting. Is that true? Of course it's true. I'll give back your husband. Just let me divorce. The husband of yours that you keep saying you stole from me? Is he Robert? Yeah, you already know he was going to be your husband, so don't ask me a stupid question. I want you to calm down and listen to me. What is it? Robert is my brother-in-law. Brother-in-law? He's my husband's brother. What? The man I married is the younger brother of your husband. What? What do you mean? I'm going to be honest and tell you everything about it. Robert wanted to get married before his brother. So he thought it's easier to take away his brother's fiancé, which is me, to get married ASAP. He was so vindictive that he even followed us on our honeymoon. Before that, he announced the fake news to everyone that he and I got married. Lauren, you might have believed that fake news in the process of researching about my partner. Did you really believe that fake story? I'm confused. Eventually, we did meet Robert in Okinawa. It makes sense now. After the dramatic encounter with you, he must have lost interest in us. What? What are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean. It's okay if you can't understand. I don't even know what I'm talking about either. But I understand that I married such a strange person. Emily, help me. Why? He had crushed on you, didn't he? Then I'll give you my strange husband in exchange of your handsome husband. I don't like him, so that's not gonna happen. I don't care, just help me. Well, my husband is not related to his family anymore. What? Why? You experienced that yourself, didn't you? With parents and brother like that, it's natural to want to cut them off, isn't it? Oh wow, Emily, it's so unfair. My handsome husband. My husband is just a normal office worker with a very average income. What? Now that you've been woken up from your fantasy, you understand, don't you? My husband is an office worker who gets an average income. Understood? He's not a wealthy hot guy? Yes, he's just a common man with a slightly better salary than me. Of course he's the best man I could ask for. Oh no, then what should I do? Emily, I successfully divorced with Robert, but I need to borrow some money. I wanted a reason for divorce, so I cheated a lot. The alimony turned out to be higher than expected. What should I do? If I knew this is gonna happen, I have done nothing at all from the beginning and just focused on finding my partner by myself. Emily, please answer me. Why didn't you say anything? Lauren misunderstood and tracked us on our honeymoon without my permission. You chose the wrong person and I got married immediately at the moment you fell in love with them. She ended up cheating on him to divorce, and then she's been asked for a hefty alimony. Her parents broke up with her. The only thing she got was that she was able to divorce. She may have been lucky that she did not have children. After the divorce, Lauren seemed to spend her days working hard all day to pay the alimony. It seems that most of her income is taken to pay the alimony, and she is forced to live in extreme poverty. And me. I didn't do anything, and it's like nothing ruined me. Sweat. Yeah, it's definitely a case that ended without me really understanding about it. Itzy, sorry. I will be on my business trip when you discharge from the hospital. What happened? My colleague who was supposed to go on a business trip got fired. I was asked to go as a pinch hitter. No one else at a firm grasped the case, so I couldn't say no. I don't think I can come pick you guys up. Oh, okay. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just go on your business trip. I'll see if I can call my dad and ask. I'm sorry. I can't be here when our baby comes home for the first time. Don't worry. I know you're always looking out for me. It makes me feel a little better to hear you say that, but you're a dad now, and it's an essential part of your role to work hard. I'll do my best. You do your best too. Thank you. I have one more concern. What? I got a text from my mom with some urgent matter. My sister Kim got divorced and moved back home. What? Kim? That's too bad. I feel sorry for her. I don't know what happened though. Anyway, Kim is at your parents' house now. I'll keep that in mind. If you need anything, just let me know. Okay, I'll let you know. Hi, Kim. I'm hearing you and a bunch of loud voices inside my house. What's going on? Hi, Itzy. I just came back from the hospital with my baby, and I can't get in the house. Somehow my key does not work. Can you explain what's going on? I've decided to make this my house from today. Can I please leave? What? This is my house. What are you talking about? This is my house. I am moving in today. That's why it's my house. You're not making any sense. Anyway, please let me in. I have an infant with me. Can you be more considerate? I don't know anything about that. You've been away, so you're not a resident of this house. I had to stay at the hospital for some time before I gave birth. You don't bring a baby stinker into someone's house. Kim, this is Nate in my house now. You can't even stay at the front door. Oh my God. Okay, I'll leave right now. Yes! You know, I always didn't like you. My parents love you for some strange reason, though. Don't ever come home again. Nate, Kim did it again. What? She took over a house. Huh? My dad dropped me off at home a while ago. Kim was inside and having a party with some people. I couldn't get in the house because the locks had been changed. And to top it off, she told me to leave because this is her house now. And she called her baby a stinker. Unbelievable. Calm down, Itzy. I know what's going on. Where are you now? At your parents' house. I called your mom and she said I could come over. So I'm here with my dad and baby. I see. I'm glad you didn't have to wait outside. But what is Kim's plan? How did she get into the house? Your mom said the spare key she kept was missing, so that's probably how she got in. Oh my God. So it's possible that she changed the locks. Right. Why on earth would she do that? Well, your mom told Kim to pay some rent. Kim is a grown-up and needs to pay some money to stay at her parents' house. So your mom told her to pay rent or get a job and move out. And when she woke up this morning, Kim was not there. Then she came to her house. That's what happened. I'll call Kim. Thanks. Nothing. Kim does not pick up my call. No texts either. Looks like she's turned off her phone. I tried calling the landline, but there was no answer. So, your mom checked to see what happened to Kim's room. Her room? Kim's belongings she brought from her apartment are gone. She stored some in her old room. All of it was gone, so she probably brought it into our house. What the hell is she doing? So, you know what? I need to ask you a favor. What? Kim said this is Nate and her house. I think you're allowed in the house as usual. Ah, I see. As soon as you are back from your business trip, check on Kim and report back to me secretly. I'll be home tomorrow night. I'll stop by before I go home. We'll talk about what we're going to do. Yes, please. Itzy, Nate came home. I knew he was on my side. At first, he was surprised I was there, but when I told him your baby's not his, he easily believed me. Did you actually do something like that? Maybe Nate suspected you. Ah, now the owner of this house is on my side. I'm in charge now. Please take the kids and get a divorce. Itzy, as you said, Kim let me in the house without any difficulty. I knew it. She was so happy to tell me the baby wasn't mine, but I just let it go this time. I got texts about that. So far, she thinks you're on her side. I get it. I don't know if it's good or bad that she's so simple-minded. Anyway, I'll leave that to you. I'll finish the thing we talked about. Okay, but that's really bold of you. I guess so. I was concerned about the old age of the house, and I got permission from my uncle, the previous owner. It was just a matter of timing. I see. Well, maybe you'll get that chance soon. Oh yeah? I'll call you when I know more. Keep me posted. Itzy? I'm going on a trip now. Actually, I have a boyfriend now. I'm going to Cancun for 2 weeks. I asked Nate to take care of the house while I was gone. I told him not to let you and your baby in. Please keep that in mind. And you should get divorced, okay? Itzy, Kim left 20 minutes ago. She just texted me to say she got on the bus to the airport. Roger that. I'll let the contractor know we're on schedule. Okay, I need to get the rest of my stuff out of here ASAP. I'm sorry I made you do mine. No problem. You've got your problems. Well, I'll start working on it now. Okay, Thank you very much. Itzy! Hello, Kim. Are you coming home today? Welcome home. Where's my house? Where's my house? I don't remember you having a house. You gave it to me to live with my brother. When I came back, the house was gone. I mean, the land had been cleared. Why? You can't see it at a glance, but the house has deteriorated so much. Huh? I thought it would be a good idea to rebuild it and turn it into an apartment to earn rental income. I asked the contractor to demolish it. Wait! When construction starts on the new apartments, it will be dangerous, so please stay away from the house for a while. What are you doing? You tore down my house without my permission. Are you out of your mind? What I do with my house is my business, right? No, it's not. This is my house. Technically, it's my brother's house, but it's also mine. Are you trying to entrap me? I'll file a claim for damages. Kim, you're the one who needs to get a grip. My grandparents originally built that house. Okay. After that, my uncle, who's single, inherited it and lived there alone. But when he retired and started living in the countryside, he gave it to me. What? I'm the one who pays the property and other taxes. It's my house. What's that? Usually, it belongs to the husband. Not necessarily. Oh my God! What should I do? What should I tell Nate? Don't worry about it. Nate is coming with me to the new house. What? Nate knows the whole situation from the beginning, and he is on my side. What? He doesn't believe the whole father of the child thing either. Our baby was born after a fertility treatment. Becoming pregnant with a baby with another man does not make sense at all. No way! Where am I supposed to go? Well, I guess you could start with your parents' place. What? I've talked to your mom, and she's agreed to take care of your stuff. Wait! And then I heard you missed the payment deadline for your ex-husband. What? Why are you talking about that? Your ex-husband's lawyer contacted your mom. You promised to pay $500 monthly, but you never did. Oh no! I heard the reason for the divorce was your affair. I told my parents to just chalk it up to a personality mismatch. That was only if you could meet the payment schedule. They contacted your mom because you couldn't keep it. Your ex-husband didn't break his promise, did he? What? You guys are all mean to me. I can't believe it. Kim planned to take over my house because her parents were nagging her to work. So she decided to run away to her brother, who for some reason she thought was on her side. She wanted to get rid of me and have her brother take care of her. Also, her boyfriend was her ATM to make compensation payments. He quickly said goodbye to her when he learned about her true nature. So, Kim had no choice but to pay on her own. My parents-in-law were so furious that they threw her into a factory run by a relative. She's now working while mumbling and complaining, and annoyed by everyone at her workplace.
Andy, I think I went into labor earlier than expected. Andy, answer the phone. You've been gone all morning. Where on earth have you been?
Sorry, I'm in Mexico right now, so I can't make it.
What? Mexico? Our baby is about to be born any minute.
I suddenly decided to go on a trip with my friends, and I left you a note.
Huh? I didn't even see that. You know I'm in the last month of pregnancy and that the baby could be born any time. And yet you're in Mexico. You're crazy.
No, you have 9 more days until your due date. I just figured that once the baby is born, I won't be able to travel for a while. I thought I'd go while I still can. I figured if I told you, you'd try to stop me. I'm sorry I just went without telling you.
Come back now. I went outside to take out the trash earlier and suddenly I was in a lot of pain. I thought, could this be labor pains? And then the pain got more and more intense. I ended up crouching there on the spot. Someone nearby called an ambulance and I was taken to the hospital. I thought I was in labor and that I was going to have the baby.
What? Just because you're mad because I went on a trip without telling you, doesn't mean you can lie to me like that.
Huh?
My friend's wife had her baby exactly on the due date. Even if it were off a day or so, I don't see how it's possible to be off by 9 days. You're not a good sleeper anyway. You got a stomachache or something. If you just rest for a while, you'll get over it.
What are you talking about? The due date is just an estimate. It could be off by 10 days. There's no limit to the number of days it can be off by. I at least know the difference between pain from an upset stomach and labor pains. Besides, the doctor specifically told me I was in labor.
Could it be you found out I'm cheating on you?
Huh?
I knew when you heard I was on a trip, it hit you, didn't I? You're pretty slow. But you've got a good instinct for that kind of thing, don't you? Well, what can I do? The cat's out of the bag.
Don't start saying crazy stuff. Anyway, I want you to come to the hospital. If you have something to say, I'll hear it after the baby is born.
I'm sorry, but I'm divorcing you, so I can't even go to the hospital.
Huh? Are you serious? I'm about to have your baby.
I called it cheating earlier, but I'm serious about her now, so what can I do?
Serious? You mean you were seeing someone the whole time I was pregnant? Who is it?
My ex-wife.
Ex-wife? You don't mean Victoria?
Yes, I couldn't forget about her. I think she loves me too. We are having so much fun on this trip. So there's no point in lying about being in labor or anything to get my attention. There's still time before the baby is born. Just file the divorce papers.
Huh? Divorce? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I already filled out the divorce papers and put them in the TV stand drawer. All you have to do is fill them out. We're getting a divorce anyway, so I can't be there for the birth. You should ask your parents to come over. Well, I'm going to get some sun.
Hey, Andy! Hey, Andy! You're really in Mexico right now?
Sis, what the hell? I'm enjoying Cabo San Lucas over here. I'm having fun on a sandy beach. Don't bother me. Besides, what are you mad at me for? I don't understand why you have to be angry.
When Harmony is trying so hard to have your baby, you're on a trip? And you and Victoria are having an affair? Are you kidding me? Harmony said you were going to be with her during the birth. She decided to have the baby here instead of going back to her parents' house. And you betrayed her. You should come back now, right now.
Sis, are you for real?
What do you mean for real?
You were so easily fooled by her lies, weren't you?
What?
Well, you and Harmony, you guys were friends in the tennis club at school. You're the one who introduced me to her. I can understand why you said she's cute. But I can't believe you'd be fooled by such an obvious lie. She's just leading you on.
That's all you're going to say? When Harmony found out you weren't coming to the hospital, she had no one else to turn to, so she called me. I rushed to the hospital right away. I was there for the birth you were supposed to be there for. How can you still say she's leading me along?
What? Oh no.
Of course she wouldn't lie to you like that, would she? When she's going through a hard time like this, you didn't go to the hospital and left on a trip with your lover. And you asked her for a divorce? How much of a jerk are you? Come home right now, get down on your knees and apologize to Harmony.
Are you sure that's my kid? No, it's not, is it? If so, then the divorce is all the more final. I'm so glad. Now I can enjoy my trip as much as I want.
Are you serious? Of course it's your kid.
Why? It's 9 days early. That proves it's not my baby. Why doesn't she just leave me and remarry with the baby's father? I'll just go back to Victoria. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? And since she cheated on me first, I'll get compensation from her. I used up all my savings on this trip, so it'll be a big help.
You know, 9 days from now is the only due date, right? It's not uncommon for it to be off by this much. Don't you even know that? I'm sure the doctor explained it to you, but I guess you weren't listening to him.
Harmony also said something similar. Sis, why are you trying so hard to take her side? Teaming up with her and trying to trick me, it's really mean to treat your little brother like that.
This is giving me a headache. I had no idea you were this stupid. The baby might be better off without a father like you.
I told you I'm not the father.
You know what? All that aside, is it really true that you're on a trip with Victoria? I'll tell you something about Victoria.
Oh, my baby Victoria.
What?
Sis, you're relentless. Don't bother sending me any messages for a while because I won't reply.
Andy, hey, wait a minute. I'm not finished talking to you. If you don't listen to what I have to say, you're going to be sorry. Hey, Harmony, how are you feeling? Oh, hi. Thanks for coming to my rescue on the spur of the moment. Thanks to you, I was able to give birth safely. Because of you, both mother and child are healthy. I'm glad to hear that. You don't have to be so formal. We've known each other for a long time, so just relax. Yes, thank you very much. By the way, about Andy, I tried to contact him, but he cut off my notification in the middle of the conversation. He's not even seeing my messages anymore. My stupid brother, I'm so sorry. You didn't do anything wrong, so please don't apologize. After all, it is Andy who is traveling with his ex-wife Victoria. My brother told me that too. I got a lame message from him saying something like Victoria baby. I couldn't get in touch with him after that. So, I guess it's true. But Victoria already remarried. What? Is that so? I was really close to Victoria in high school. We were best friends. Yes, that's what I heard from Andy. When he saw you and Victoria together, he thought how cute she was. So he approached her on his own. They ended up going out and getting married. He even told you about that? He even told me why he divorced her. He loved Victoria so much that he tied her down. Victoria couldn't take it anymore and said she wanted a divorce. He said he regrets having smothered her so much. So he decided to take it easy on me. And in fact, he never did do that. But maybe in Andy's mind, Victoria may have always been there. So that's what it was. He should have just kept his ex-wife a secret. I'm sorry for having such an insensitive brother. No, I think that's just typical Andy. So as for me, I wouldn't be surprised if Andy and Victoria got back together. I had no idea that Victoria had remarried. Andy is serious, but for Victoria, it's just fun, right? No, Victoria and I are both married with children now. We live a little far from each other. We don't see each other as much as we used to. It's not that we don't still see each other. In fact, she even called me when she got married. Victoria has a husband. I don't think she's the kind of girl that would have an affair. Well, if my best friend and sister-in-law says so, I'm sure that's true. Then why did Andy lie about it? I don't know for sure that it's a lie. But if Victoria has no interest and Andy is messing around with her, Andy might be in trouble. What kind of trouble? Victoria's husband. Yes? I'm sorry, it's already so late. Sorry for stopping halfway through. I have to get back to work now. Oh, you called me on your lunch break? Well, I'm sorry for the long chat. I was planning to visit you after work today anyway. Can we continue our conversation then? I'm sorry. You're coming to visit me? That would make me so happy. Great. I'll take you up on your offer then. I'll be waiting. Okay.
Hey you, thanks for having our baby. When I said I wanted a divorce, I was kidding. It's always been you. You feel the same way, don't you? I'm being misunderstood and I'm about to get fired from my job. Harmony, I know you just had a baby and it's hard, but just give me a few seconds to talk to you. And we're not getting a divorce, just tell me we're a good couple. Harmony, please. Harmony, please pick up the phone. Harmony, I'm begging you.
Harmony, oh my god. What? You're at work, right? What do you mean, oh my god? It's an emergency. This isn't the time for work. Emergency? I got a call from Victoria. Victoria and her husband were relaxing on the beach. Andy suddenly showed up. He just came running up saying, "What are you doing with my girlfriend?" Victoria said Andy had been following her for a while. He just appears coincidentally here and there. Shows up at the places where she eats. He tries to start up a conversation with her. She said she couldn't tell me or her husband because she didn't want to worry us. That's what you call a stalker, isn't it? So what he said about going on a vacation with Victoria? And he lied about everything, didn't he? If that's the case, how did he know where Victoria was? Victoria took a video of her and her husband in Cabo San Lucas. Apparently, she uploaded it to some social media sites. Seeing that, he thought his girlfriend was having an affair. He thought he had to go and stop it immediately. His girlfriend? Didn't you say that at lunchtime when we talked? If Andy is messing with Victoria, he could be in trouble, right? What did you mean by that? Just a little while ago, Andy told me he might get fired from his job. He asked me to tell him we're a good couple. That's the message I got from him. Does this have something to do with that? I'm on my way to the hospital. What? I can't work with all this going on. I left early because I wanted to talk to you directly. I'm sorry for everything. I'm the one who should apologize. This is all because of my stupid brother. Anyway, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
You got my text, didn't you? Please, for God's sake, answer me. Please tell me you and I are in love, even now. Hey!
My sister-in-law told me everything. It's true, I was in love with you until I had a baby. I loved you.
You know what? You love me. I love you too. That means we're a loving couple.
Now I hate you for betraying me.
Huh?
I don't want a stalker husband. So divorce me. I will raise our child alone.
Are you kidding me? Of course it's better for the child to have a father. Are you mad that I said I was going on a trip with Victoria? That was a joke. I just happened to know that Victoria was traveling to Cabo when I was. I just went ahead and said that without thinking about anything. I was traveling with a friend.
We're not in love anymore. I already told Victoria that I'm getting a divorce.
What? You don't know Victoria's contact info?
I asked your sister for her contact info and contacted her.
You're lying. Why would you do that?
You're so desperate. It's hilarious.
Huh?
Your sister told me everything, and so I already know. Victoria's husband, the one you tried to steal her from, he's the president of your company, right? I can't believe you don't know what he looks like. That's because you've never met him in person. He's so angry with you, he's about to fire you, isn't he? Not only that, he's demanding compensation, right? Victoria is accusing you of stalking her as well. And you say it's a misunderstanding, I just happened to be in Cabo. You're still in love with your wife, right? And then Victoria's husband, the president of the company, said, if you're still in love, prove it. If you can prove it, I'll let it go this time, and I won't fire you from the company either.
You know that much?
That's why I told him. Even though I was in my last month of pregnancy, you said you were going to get back together with your ex-wife Victoria, and that she left the divorce papers on the table and left me.
No way, you didn't.
I'm going to file for alimony and child support. It's 100% your fault, so I'll make sure you pay.
Oh, come on, I could get fired. And on top of that, the boss is demanding compensation. And if I also have to pay alimony and child support, how am I going to live? It's my fault. But I didn't actually do anything. I didn't cheat on you. From now on, I'll only think about you and the baby. I'm going to live my life seriously, so please forgive me. Harmony, I'm begging you. Harmony, please forgive me. Sis, what are you doing? Going and telling Harmony everything. Because of you, sis, I'm going to lose Harmony, my kids, my job, everything. It's your fault for not telling me.
Huh? Don't blame others. What are you talking about not telling you?
It's obvious, not telling me about Victoria being married. If you had told me, I wouldn't have gone all the way to Cabo.
Stop blaming other people. Victoria is posting her lovey-dovey honeymoon photos with her husband all over social media. And then you say your girlfriend is cheating on you? You're crazy. You just repeatedly stalked her one-sidedly. What's with my girlfriend? You were obsessed with Victoria, and towards Harmony, who was in the last month of her pregnancy, you stick her with divorce papers. And then, when it came time for you to get fired, you say, "We're in love, aren't we?" How selfish can you be? Don't you think you're making too much of a fool of her?
Yes, I admit that I was infatuated with Victoria, but I'm sorry now. I've finally woken up. I apologize to Harmony with all my heart. I mean, a newborn baby is better off with a father, right? I know she's mad at me right now, but I think she'll forgive me if I apologize, because we're a couple.
Victoria didn't tell you?
Huh? What?
About you and Harmony. Your divorce is final.
Huh? No way, because Harmony is still in the hospital. I'm going back to LA first thing tomorrow morning too, and I'm heading to the hospital.
That won't be necessary.
Why not? What's important is how Harmony and I feel.
Are you still talking like that? It's so ridiculous, it's hilarious.
Huh? What do you mean ridiculous?
I filed the divorce papers on your behalf.
Huh? Why would you do that?
You wrote the divorce papers first, didn't you? As long as it's signed by both spouses, you can file it on their behalf. Didn't you know that?
Oh no.
If you're going to resent me, resent your own stupidity. And
What now?
I'm going to cut all ties with you.
Sis, that can't be true. Don't say that.
Well then, you'll have to live on your own for the most part. When it came time to have the baby and then being betrayed by Andy, I was really shocked, but thanks to my sister-in-law, I felt better. She introduced me to a lawyer friend of hers. As a result of his kind advice, my ex-husband paid me alimony and child support. Andy became unemployed and Victoria's husband also demanded compensation from him. His savings, which had never been that much to begin with, had dried up. Apparently, he had to borrow money from a dubious source. Well, it's none of my business. Even after Andy and I divorced, my ex-sister-in-law took care of my children and brought me food from time to time. I have nothing but gratitude for that. I love my ex-sister-in-law very much. I think I will continue to take her up on her kindness. From now on, I will not let my children miss their father. I want to put my children first and live my life.
Hi, Mike. I won't be able to come home tonight. What? Not for sure yet, but it's very likely. Didn't you tell me you guys were wrapping up early because of the possible snowstorm? We were supposed to, but one of our major clients had serious system trouble. We can't just leave them to it. Ah, that's the hard part of being a system engineer, isn't it? That's happened to me before. Ah, that time when the hurricane hit. We can handle it remotely from the office, but I can't say when we'll be able to solve it. I'll go home if I can, but if not, I'll stay at the office. I wanted to let you know. Understood. Could you do the laundry? I can, but do I need to do it now? I'll fold them when I get home. Okay. Please wash the chef coat I left in the kitchen too. Do you have a chef's coat here? I bought it because they are more versatile than aprons. I wanted to wash it before wearing it, but I didn't put it in the laundry basket after opening the package. Okay, I got it. So you've been working remotely from home all day, and your schedule hasn't changed? Nope, I'm still working. Ah, that's right. I thought you were on your lunch break. I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No problem. I'll be done soon. Ah, I see. I'll get back to work then. See ya. Hey, Mike? You're not at home? Where did you go in this heavy snow? What's going on in your backyard? The lady across the street called to tell me that a woman was lying in the snow in our yard. She called an ambulance and took care of her since we weren't home. I can't go home because of this heavy snow. I don't know where you are right now, but I wanted to let you know. Call me when you see this. Mike, you haven't come home yet? It looks like your phone's dead. We need to talk about the person who was rushed by ambulance from our yard. So please call me as soon as possible. You're in a bad position. Amy? What's going on? You sent me so many messages. Ambulance? What are you talking about? Our neighbor found you in the snow? What were you doing? Are you crazy? So which hospital are you in? I'm very confused. Huh? I'm still at work. And I don't think I should go home right now. What? So what are you talking about? I mean, someone found you in the snow and you were sent to the hospital. Did you read my messages carefully? So you're not in the hospital. Go back and reread them, word for word. Hey, so are you saying someone was found in our backyard? And this person was sent to the hospital? Well, you did it, right? What? You called me crazy without reading my messages carefully. It's no use making up for it now. Oh no, I misunderstood the content. Was that the only explanation? Did you forget what you did? Ah, well, we know who she is now. The woman who was buried in the snow. Her name is Kate. Kate? And I don't know her. Who is it? No. I thought she was you. Me? What? No, nothing. Well, it's too late now. What? How long do you think it's been since I got a call from the lady? Don't you think I've already done some research? What the hell? If you have something to say it more clearly. I know you were having affairs. Huh? And I said affairs with an S. Come on, Amy. Why would you say such a thing? Well, let me explain then. Yesterday, when you found out that I couldn't come home due to a heavy snowstorm, you texted Kate to come over. Kate said no, so you texted another girl to spend a night together. Probably because of the snow, you went to pick her up, and our house was temporarily unoccupied. As usual, you forgot to lock the front door which was a big mistake. Oh. Then Kate arrived. She probably wanted to surprise you. The front door was open. She figured you were probably at home working, so she went inside without saying a word. Then she started cooking, wearing my shift coat in the kitchen. What? Hey, wait. Then you came home with the other girl. When you saw Kate in the kitchen, you thought I had come home earlier. You panicked because you thought I would find out about your affair. Without checking her face, you threw her out of the kitchen to the backyard where the snow began falling heavily. Was that Kate? You and the girl decided to go somewhere else and left Kate in the snow. This time, you did lock the door. I don't know where you went after that, but you've been with the other woman, haven't you? Well, what happened to Kate? She broke her leg when she was thrown out in the yard. Oh. You told her to be in the snow all night long. She couldn't stand up because of the pain, and the snow worked as soundproofing when she was shouting for help. Few people were outside due to the heavy snowstorm. Eventually, the lady across the street found Kate buried in the snow and called an ambulance. After that, she's alive, but she's in the hospital. Which hospital? Are you visiting her? I don't know. To be honest, I don't feel any sympathy for her. But I'm not so insensitive as to give information to the person who put her in the hospital. So, I won't tell you. I know, but you should be more worried about yourself. What? After all the trouble you caused, can't you at least think of the possibility that the police are working on it? Police? I don't know what happened after they asked me a few questions. Wait a minute. What's going to happen to me? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Don't you think you're a little cold in your own husband's crisis? You're so cold. Who do you think you are? Having two lovers? Well, no, because I've already started looking for a divorce attorney. Divorce? Lawyer? That's a big deal. I'll repeat it. Who do you think you're talking to after having two unfaithful partners? Oh no, you're my true love. What? That's why I chose you as my wife, right? In other words, are you insinuating you already had relations with them when you married me? No, that's... I see. It's not like that. My frustration level is about to hit its limit. I'll talk to you through my lawyer. I'm sure we can sort this out. Who do you think you are? I mean, shut up. What? Bye. On the verge of an angry outburst, I ended the conversation. Soon after that, with the help of a lawyer and an agency, I collected evidence, filed for alimony, and finalized the divorce. The house was under his name, so I moved out. After that, it was over. Mike was confronted by his two partners. Mike blamed Kate for breaking into the house. Kate was angry at Mike for what he did to her. They were both trying to file a report to each other. Mike could not handle anything by himself and asked me to help him. I had to change my number so that he could no longer call me. I can't thank the lawyer enough for moving so quickly before I got involved.
Hi, Michelle. Did you suddenly take a day off today? I have a lot of work I need you to do. You've become so sloppy since you took maternity leave, haven't you? Being a 41-year-old, her first baby is an excellent excuse to skip work. I can imagine how hard it is, but it's your responsibility. I know you love your child. You finally got pregnant after 15 years of marriage. But you can't skip work, even when you are a contractor. Good morning, Steve. I'm sorry for taking a day off today. If you're sorry, just show up for work. I told Nancy this morning about the reason for my absence. My daughter has a fever. I couldn't leave her at the daycare center, considering the impact on other children. I'm about to take her to the clinic, so I've decided to take the day off today. It's probably just a cold. Your kid will be fine. Just leave her at home. She'll go to sleep. Oh no, she's only 1 year old. Besides, there are many reasons for a fever. What if it's a serious medical condition? Don't change the subject. You know this is a busy season, right? Do you realize how much your selfish absence will cost everyone? I'm genuinely sorry that I'm putting this burden on all of you. But it's not selfish for a mother to take time off work for her child. I can't leave my child and go to work. What? It's common sense. I will take the whole day off today. Huh? If you're going to take a day off, you're fired right now. I'm sure you don't have that kind of authority. Even if I don't, I just need to tell my superiors that you should be fired. Besides, anyone can do the work of a contractor. There are many replacements for you. I see. Then I'm okay with that. Huh? Leaving your sick child unattended is not something a parent would do. I see. You'd rather take your kid than your job. Starting tomorrow, you'll have no income. That's the punishment for the old lady disobeying me. Michelle, is your child okay? Yeah, she's fine, thank you. They gave her some medicine at the clinic, and she's sleeping peacefully now. Please take good care of yourself. Thank you. By the way, I just heard from Steve that you were fired. I thought you were absent today because your daughter is sick. Why in the world? I'm sorry for making you worry. I was told that I would be fired if I put my child first. So I said I was fine with that. Oh no! Steve is wrong. Some jobs can't be done without you. And he wants me to take over everything. Oh, in that case, I prepared a manual just in case. A manual? Thank you very much. I started making it with the permission of the former sales manager. Steve thought it was useless and told me to stop making it. I don't understand why he doesn't let you make the manual. So I secretly completed it as Manual 5, like a continuation of another manual that was already there. It's in my folder in the cloud, so can you move it to your folder? I would appreciate it if you could use it privately. Thank you. I'll take a look now. Oh, here it is. Even if there is a manual, there are some technical difficulties. Oh, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Thank you for taking this over. Well, about that, it's ridiculous that you are fired just like this. I'm going to talk to Steve directly in the afternoon. Nancy, calm down a bit. If you do that, it'll interfere with your work. You shouldn't do anything that could be taken as problematic right now. But I can handle it. I didn't disobey when I was told I was fired because I had my own ideas. What kind of ideas? I'm sorry, but I'd appreciate it if you could bear with me. Michelle, come to work now. There's a lot of trouble in the office right now. Good morning, Steve. Don't bother saying hello. Just get here. I don't work for you anymore. You haven't signed the paper. Yes, I did. I've had my resignation accepted by the head office. Huh? Head office? I'm your direct supervisor. Why didn't you go through me? Because they think you have a problem. Huh? The sales department will be merged with a nearby branch. Eh? You were demoted. How did you know? I was the victim of your unreasonable treatment. The head of HR apologized to me. Victim? You're exaggerating. Our company supports employees who are raising children. I took a day off because my child was sick, and you demanded I come to work. When I still requested to be absent from work, you told me I should leave my 1-year-old child at home. When I still refused to comply, you fired me, even though you had no authority to do so. I don't see why my department will be merged with a nearby branch. Because you fired me. Eh? If I do say so myself, I have been working as a contractor for a long time. Then I became pregnant and gave birth. After consulting with the former sales manager, we created a manual. But then the former sales manager retired due to illness. You decided the manual was a useless product and had us stop making it. And here we are today. But I had completed it secretly. What? You had completed it? But that doesn't mean someone with less experience can work as fast as I can. There is some work that no one else could do, and you fired me. What? With your wrong instructions, no one would take over my work. It's obvious that the sales office will not perform well in the future. Senior management noticed this situation and moved quickly. They decided to merge the offices to take over my work. All you have to do is just come back to work. No, I can't do that. Why not? Although it turned out this way, I was actually thinking of resigning. Huh? My husband is moving to a more prosperous position at the company he works for. His new office is farther away, so it will be difficult for me to work here. I was about to discuss this with you, but you fired me. What the heck? I don't think you can do anything about this. I can't believe it. I can't believe this is happening. What about the manual? What? If we have that, we wouldn't have to merge. It should have already been submitted to the other office. Huh? I left the manual with Nancy, and she said she would share it with them. I'm glad to hear they were so pleased. No way! We're in a complete mess. May I go now? I've worked my way up to sales manager. May I? I thought I was on the fast track to success. Take care. Thank you for your help. Damn. Hello, Michelle. It's been a long time. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Oh, we're all fine. How is your new office? It's fun. I'm getting used to the job I took over from you. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, yes. Did you hear about Steve? He's been fired. What? Fired? His favorite young female employee told him she was getting married. Yes? And he destroyed some expensive office equipment. He was charged $20,000 to compensate for the damage. He's almost my age. I recently found out Steve is divorced, and it made sense. I don't know what to say. I can only imagine. Oh, I'm sorry. My boyfriend's here, so I should get going. Oh, you have a date? Yeah, we're going to a movie. Have fun. Thanks. Well then, excuse me. I was wondering how someone like that could become a sales manager. Apparently, he worked his way up in the company by taking credit for his coworkers' work. This came to light at the time of the office merge. Steve was in a pretty bad situation. Then there was an incident of a rampage, and he was dismissed. He was let go immediately and only came back to pick up his belongings. He went home alone without a farewell party. He is now living alone near the branch office. He is working several part-time jobs to make a living. He has been paying $20,000 for the damage he made.
Dad, can we talk? Hi, Mary. Travis and I are driving up there next weekend. We could not get the airplane tickets. Are you okay with car sickness? You're like me. You always get car sick. I should take an anti-sickness medicine, then fall asleep with the seat down. I should be okay. I see. So when we get there, I have to figure out where to park the car. Oh, okay. I'll ask my neighbor to let you park in his spot. Thanks. I'll let Travis know. Please say hi to him. I should get my driver's license soon. It's definitely more convenient. Maybe you don't get sick if you're driving. I see. Well, I'll think about it later. I'll see you next week when I go home. I'll be waiting for you. We will have a feast. Mary, it's me, your dad. You're coming home today, right? It's already been an hour since you said you arrived. Mary? Is everything okay with you guys? If you see this, please reply. I will text Travis now. Travis, are you guys okay? You might be driving, but it would be great if you could reply. Hi, Mike. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. I'm not driving right now. What's going on? I tried to teach Mary, but she didn't reply, so I thought I'd text you. Has she yet to arrive there? Nope. Where is she? I dropped her off at the airport. Airport? She told me you guys were driving. I thought you were driving. Mary doesn't have a driver's license and... Oh. I've got some urgent business. I had to use the car, so she decided to fly there. I thought you had already heard from her. I'm sorry I didn't notice. No, I'm sorry I didn't know. So that's what happened. Well, please let me know if you hear from her. If I hear from her, I'll let you know. Right, okay. I found where Mary is. She got into an accident in Seattle and was taken to the hospital by ambulance. I'm on my way there right now. But why Seattle? It's a long way from your place. It's also in the wrong direction from Portland. Anyway, my wife and I are heading to Seattle now. Please head there as soon as you get this message. Dad, I'm safe. Mary. Dad, you're heading this way now, right? Oh, I'm driving with Mom right now. But your life is not in danger, right? Yeah, somehow. But I've broken my leg, so I'll need to stay in the hospital. But the driver of the other car took the appropriate action. He's treating me with sincerity, so please don't raise your voice when you talk to him. I understand. Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Well, I better get going. Mary, I want to ask you some questions when I get there. Yeah, I know. I understand. Drive safe, Dad. Travis, I haven't heard from you since then. What's going on? Oh, Mike. How are you? Sorry, I dropped my phone in the water and had to turn it off to dry it out. Have you heard from Mary? How dare you? How dare you? Mike? What is it all of a sudden? You're having an affair, aren't you? What? You canceled your trip. You've been planning to have an affair with someone else. What? Mary gets carsick quickly, so she takes pills and falls asleep as soon as she gets in the car. You took advantage of that. You drove to Seattle and left Mary on the street. Then you picked up your girlfriend. Mary was left all alone, far away from her destination. I see. How did you get all the information? But I screwed this up. Do you admit what you did? Well, I don't blame you. I am done with Mary, so I dumped her 100 miles down the road. You found out sooner than I thought, but I took her money away. It's going to be hard to walk home. I'll never forgive you. You are out of line. By the looks of it, you haven't read my text yet. Your texts? I'm already here with Mary. Huh? Why? How could you find her? I took her phone away. You thought you'd taken all means of communication. Is that what you're trying to say? Well, yes. This was a real blessing, though. The one you took was her old phone. Huh? Just the other day, she got a new one. She kept her old one. You mean that's the one I smashed? Yeah, go check your text. Then we'll talk. Mary was in an accident at that place. I thought you found out so fast. That's what happened. She's in the hospital. I wanted to buy some time while she was gone. Are you worried about your affair more than about your wife's injuries? That's pretty rotten. I'm sorry, but my love for her has cooled off. It can't be helped now. But that doesn't mean you should leave her in the middle of the city. Yes. I'm sorry. What's up with your attitude? You don't know where I am. What if I told you I do? Huh? You're at a resort hotel with a woman. How do you know? The bag you took from Mary has a GPS attached to it. I guess you didn't notice that. A GPS? We got one a while ago for her. She told me that she misplaces her belongings often. Mary seems to like it. Besides, the resort hotel is owned by our relative. Huh. You've been here before, haven't you, on your college graduation trip? Do you remember who the organizer of that trip was? Mary. That's it? Seriously? So, I'm going to your room now. Huh? Your dad's with me. My dad too? I caught him. Wait! You're gonna have to pay for this. Damn! I'm under my father's surveillance because of you. Don't realize what you've done? You guys want your compensation, don't you? Yes, I'll pay you. My girlfriend's father is the president of a big company. He'll pay a fraction of $1 million. I heard your girlfriend went to the same college Mary went. Yes, that's right. She's rich and famous. I heard that's not true. What? Mary knows her because she was pretty famous. She was famous for lying without hesitation to attract men. But you know, she always had a lot of money. I'm sure you'll understand if you hear about her job now. Her job? I'm a little afraid to put it into words. I heard she's so much in debt that she has to do that kind of work. Debt? So I guess you have to cover the fees we'll charge. Wait a minute. I don't have that kind of money. Because you went on expensive dates with your girlfriend? Does that mean your wallet and savings are empty? Please forgive me. Apologize to Mary. Either way, she has no intention of forgiving you, so... From now on, wait for my lawyers to call. Mike? Well then, bye, scumbag. The reason he went to the trouble of leaving Mary behind was Travis's girlfriend's idea. She had a one-sided view of Mary as a rival. As a result, she stole Travis and planned to leave Mary in Seattle. Mary demanded a reasonable amount of compensation from both of them. When Travis's girlfriend learned about what happened to Mary, she was shocked that her prank had gone too far. She quickly accepted the payment and the restraining order. She has been very busy with more work. And Travis. His father threw him into a company run by an acquaintance, and he also took on several part-time jobs. He's now under 24-hour surveillance, working daily to pay off his debts.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.